I'm still good. I'm energetic.
Are you?
Because I know.
Come on, some more with you.
And my energy went down. But okay. It was something about that sip of water.
It's what
sip of water, right?
What you got in the water?
Water is ice.
Yeah.
My body's like, ooh, refreshing. Time for sleep. Okay. Hey, Mitch gang. Thanks for joining the Mitches. I'm Lavelle.
I'm Calvin.
Keontae.
Gil.
So today on Mitch Talk, we're going to talk about one of my favorite subjects, and that is zodiac signs. What is our zodiac sign? What's our experiences? Do we agree with what the definition of our zodiac signs are, or the perception of them? And then, like, what are our experiences with dating other zodiac signs? So Calvin has done a little research for us, and he's going to lay it out.
Okay, so Lavelle is an Aries, Gil is a Gemini, Keontae is a Capricorn, and I am a Virgo. So I'll start with the Aries. For the Aries,
Nation.
Aries.
Girl vibe.
They hate me.
Maybe I should start with the weaknesses. So the strengths, the Aries, the strengths are courageous, determined, confident, enthusiastic, optimistic, honest, passionate. The weakness.
Did they come out
Right.
It's like you couldn't know. Right. It's coming from so deep in here that you
In
can hold
your soul. The depth of your soul.
Oh, God.
Weaknesses are impatient, moody, short-tempered, impulsive, aggressive.
That sums them up. The weaknesses, the strengths, I think somebody lied. Somebody that was an Aries wrote that.
So for the Gemini, we have the strengths: gentle, affectionate, curious, adaptable, ability to learn quickly and exchange ideas. Yeah, of course, right? Weaknesses: nervous, inconsistent, indecisive. Ooh.
Yeah. Did you go to church? That just took him to church.
It sure did. Woo!
Hit me in my soul.
I spoke to your soul. Jesus.
I told y'all this stuff for real.
But wait a minute, why the Virgos' weaknesses are outweigh the damn?
That's about right. That's about right.
That is crazy. Okay.
From my experience, that sounds about right.
So the Virgo, loyal, analytical, kind, hardworking. It's like
I'll go with that one.
It's like we're at a talk or conference. Can you save your applause to the end? Save them to the end, okay? Because you're going one after.
She sounded like you was a preacher behind the pulpit. Lord,
Jesus. Okay. Well, one more time. Strengths: loyal, analytical, kind, hardworking, and practical. There are no weaknesses. The weaknesses are shyness, worry,
okay.
overly critical of self and others. No.
Yes.
All work and no play.
Yes. That sums you up.
I'm not overly critical of self and others.
Yes, you are.
I think you're just kind about it. Yeah, I think you're more kind about it, but you are.
Hold yourself to.
And others.
Yeah.
And others.
Right.
He judges others.
We all know he's judgy.
Mhm. Yeah, he's judgy.
Mitch.
He doesn't come across to the average person, but he's judgy. He's just nice when he judges.
Let's get to judging this Capricorn. Strength.
Once again, the weaknesses outweigh the strengths from what
Goodness.
Jesus. Wow, I've never seen paragraphs of weaknesses on the site.
I have to scroll to the next page. Okay, so
Let's reduce the screen size so we can fit it all in.
So for the Capricorn, we have strengths are responsible, disciplined, self-control, good managers. Okay. Weaknesses.
He does have good managers at
Oh
work.
my God!
That's what it says. It says he has good managers. Good managers. It didn't say he's a good manager.
But this first one is spot on. Weaknesses. God.
The Zodiac gods.
That was somebody who just didn't know Capricorns.
Okay, so
First one, quiet on the set. Could you please read the weaknesses, please?
Now.
know it all.
What? Him?
Yeah, I'm shocked.
Wow.
Yeah, that's.
I would have never
That's-
guessed it.
That's not.
No. Know it all. Unforgiving.
What?
What?
So,
Once you burn me one time, you can't never. Okay, anyway.
What if your love language is
Oh
different?
yeah,
I'll just dump him.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
from another video.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put the card above. Y'all be able to click on that one
I was just joking.
Condescending. I can see it.
too. Only with me
And me.
and you.
Yeah, that's
Oh, and the rest of our friends.
goodness. Wait a minute. Is B a Capricorn?
No.
Who? B.
No.
BB.
She's a Sagittarius.
She's a Sagittarius. Okay.
Sagittarius and I get along really well.
Okay, because I saw
It's not that one.
I saw condescending, and that just really okay. I'm sorry, I got off track.
That is her.
That is her. I'm
They
like,
put it in the wrong spot.
let me see, it's not up there. Okay. And the last one is expecting the worst.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, when I first saw it before you even read it, I was like, but then I was like, oh yeah.
So, all right, let's talk about these signs.
This is
Lies.
interesting. I'm so happy
All
for
lies.
this subject and this activity. I didn't even like when we first brought up the subject. I didn't even know it could really go here, but I'm glad that we can heal them. Like that's what I'm feeling. Like we're about to go to a place of healing. Like
Delusional is her.
Iyanla.
right. We've had Elon behind
We
the
have a
scenes.
special guest.
Right.
Iyanla Banzan. She's about to fix our lives.
This is an intervention. Okay, so where do we go from here?
So let's talk about the signs. What do you guys think about the signs? Do you follow them much? Do you believe in them?
That's what I'm gonna say. Can we actually speak to what was said about each one of us and what our opinion of it
since we're on
is, what we
Capricorn.
agree with, disagree with, and why?
Okay.
Responsible, yes. I'm very responsible. Disciplined.
It doesn't say very.
Yes.
It says-
So you say overly critical of self and others. Okay. All work and no play. I don't agree with that. Now I know I work a lot, but I play a lot.
I would agree.
Yeah.
That one I don't necessarily agree with. But
Now, I work a
some
lot.
of it is just
But I don't play.
crap.
I work a lot, but I play a lot too.
Have you always balanced that though?
Excuse me.
I think you've gotten up to a certain place in your career.
Yeah, I'm
where
better
now
now. Yeah,
it's balanced. But I
it's
think
balanced
getting up, climbing that ladder.
It wasn't always. You're right.
Right.
It wasn't always there,
Right.
and it was more work. And now I'm like, I need more play
Right.
and less work.
And that
So,
comes out of maturity and all that
Yes.
other stuff. So I think this is like an overall foundation
Yeah.
of your personality trait.
Yeah, you're right.
Because I know it all.
You're Aries, and he's a Gemini. Right. Okay. The Gemini. So, Gil, what do you agree with?
Yeah.
Okay. So, the strengths were gentle, affectionate, curious, adaptable, ability to learn quickly and exchange ideas. The weaknesses were nervous, inconsistent, indecisive. You seem to be
I agree with all of them.
right. Like when I read them originally, you kind of caught the spirit.
Right.
Like I spoke to your soul.
In terms of the weaknesses, nervous. Well, I'm working on that, but yes, I do have nerves. I have a little bit of anxiety. Inconsistent. Yeah, that's true. I can be on 10 at 1 minute, go, and then the next minute I don't want to be bothered. And yes, I'm extremely indecisive. Please do not ask me what do I want to go eat, because I'm just going to say, I don't know, I'll let you choose.
It only took him 2 years to finally get his first house, and many conversations that I had with him, like, Gil, you can do it. Like, just do this, and don't let that be a discouragement. I was like, I'm going to get him into a new house. Like, I'm going to coach him into his first house, because he was going through it for quite a while.
But when we were
car shopping in the spring, and I'm already like,
oh yeah, you've been.
I don't know which way I want to go.
That is true. Yeah. Now thinking about the car stuff, because you
He was
really.
one of the first ones to
Yeah, he started out before anybody.
And then everybody
got 3 people, then he got cars. No, 4.
Yeah. But see, but then it's so funny because then I feel like when we talk about dinner and stuff to do, and then we're always like, we go back and forth, and then Gil's like, let's just say that, like, he's very decisive when it comes
But
to
see,
that.
I think that's different. I think it falls into a different category in the mind frame.
Yes. I'll let you all go back and forth until a certain point, but then after that, I'm just kind of like, okay, let's pick something already. I don't know where that comes from.
Yeah.
But
The bitchiness of you.
Yeah. Because you usually do that.
Like, it's that other side of you. Like, yes, one side of him is gentle, affectionate, curious, and then the other side is like, these motherfuckers here.
And that's a strength. Yeah.
Right.
The bitchiness.
Yes.
That's a strength. Okay.
am I affectionate? I guess. I don't know.
If you got a guess.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, I think
You're always touching on your friends.
Do I show y'all affection?
no.
No.
If I walk around you the wrong way, you may grab my. Okay, I don't want to put it on camera.
Don't incriminate him on camera. Nothing to see here.
Okay. Aries.
Courageous. Yes. Determined. Yes. Confident. Yeah.
Yes.
Enthusiastic. Sometimes. Optimistic. I can be. Honest.
Brutally. Sometimes.
Yeah, brutally sometimes.
Especially to your friends, you can be honest.
Oh God, yes. That means they need the truth. Come on now. And passionate, absolutely. Like when I care about something.
When you care about something.
Yeah. Oh God.
Like the 4 Mitches.
It's like insane. When I'm passionate about something,
Gosh, the 4
Yeah.
Mitches. Yes, this is his baby.
This is his past.
the newest,
Yes.
and I'm having more children. I'm having more children, but this is my
Cracking the whip.
weakness. Impatient, absolutely. Moody, absolutely. Short-tempered.
Yeah, absolutely.
It depends. Impulsive. Excuse me, Gil?
You be short-tempered.
Oh no, I can be. I can be. It depends. She makes me short-tempered.
I'm about to say, I'm like,
I like to bring out the best.
Right? Yeah. So yeah.
absolutely.
Like it's just certain people who can like. It just depends on the person. Like I've never had to have a short temper with you. Impulsive, absolutely. Aggressive, I can be.
Okay.
So I agree with all of mine, like wholeheartedly.
Okay. Can you guys remember any zodiac signs that you have dated in the past, and like some of characteristics that really stood out with you with them?
I would talk about Tauruses. Well, I just said I would, but I guess I am. it's literally in front of me, so I'm like, how convenient for me to say. So the strengths are reliable, patient, practical, devoted, responsible, stable. In one of my previous relationships, I definitely...
Opposite.
No, I got that. Don't be so harsh. I did get that. The weakness, stubborn, possessive, uncompromising, absolutely. And that is that's what caused our relationship to end. So, and I would say my other major experience is with cancers. And I don't know what it is about me. Can you go to cancers? I don't know what it is about me and cancers, but I've had probably, I think, five in my dating life. And like long-term relationships, some of them turn to friendships, etc. And I just find it odd because cancers tend to be more sensitive. And I'm not. Like they kind of live from their emotion, and I come from like a lot of logic. But they say with cancers, the strengths are tenacious, highly imaginative, loyal, emotional, sympathetic, and persuasive. And then the weakness is moody, pessimist, suspicious, manipulative, and insecure. I found all the cancers that I dealt with to have those weaknesses. I would say they all have that strength too. So, but cancers are like great people. Just, they're great people. I'm just not like really highly emotional. So that's the issue I tend to have with cancers.
Okay. I've always found myself to be most compatible with Pisces. It's either on a friendship level, in a relationship. For some reason, I feel like I gel really good with a lot of people that are Pisces. That for some reason, we always tend to kind of hit it off. And I don't know what it is, but it's like that vibe that I get from a lot of people that are Pisces. For some reason,
and so they say,
it's always interesting to me.
And so they say Pisces are the strengths are compassionate, artistic, intuitive, gentle, wise, musical. And then the weakness, fearful, overly trusting, sad, desire to escape reality. That's why they mess with her. So that's like not being in reality. And can be a victim or a martyr. They become victimized by her as well. So I can see how that meshes up. God just sit there and read to me. It's just like from the heavens, right on the way. Like,
They're victimized by him.
I mean, it's just, I was reading, I'm like, oh, I can go somewhere with this.
Two people that I've been drawn to were Pisces.
It's something about their vibe.
My ex was a Pisces.
I like artistic people.
Me too.
I
I'm not
love
an artistic
artistic.
person at all. I feel like I'm very tactical, I'm very strategic, analytical, and things like that. But that artistic side, I wish I can tap into that more. And so that's probably one of the things that I do really like about a lot of Pisces, because that artistic side is something that I don't usually know how to express or I can express. And so I think that's possibly one of the things that I am drawn to. I love people that can be very artistic and artsy, things like that.
It literally
that's the
turns
complete
me on.
opposite of me.
Well, I just find that the Pisces are very passionate and compassionate and very just affectionate and just like, I had an ex who was a Pisces and he was just like very sensual, very compassionate, very touchy, always wanted to be up under me, spend a lot of quality time, and just it was just that chemistry. It's just easy to kind of fall for Pisces.
Oh, okay.
My other issue though is I feel like they get really they get really emotional. I feel like they get really emotional. They get in quick. They fall quickly. They get really emotional. They wear their emotions on their sleeves. And so sometimes it's hard to deal with them because their emotions kind of like just bubble up and explode rather than being able to sit down and have a conversation and be sensible about it. Yeah.
Two people I'm thinking about.
All very
And see,
emotional.
I found that with Tauruses as well, like that a certain irrational behavior when it comes to the emotions. They usually come around, but like the first,
They're a little stubborn.
yeah, oh, very. But what I used to always compare it to, because they're a bull, is a bull in the china shop. And I used to tell my ex this all the time. You're acting like a bull in a china shop. Like when you get mad, your thing is to like destroy everything. And then once you come back to yourself, it's almost like you saw red, like me flashing some red at you. And then you come to yourself and you're like, oh my God, look what I just did. Like, I didn't mean it, and this and that. But it's like, calm the fuck down. When the emotions hit you, don't do anything. Just stop. Not come to some, nuclear disastrous reaction to stuff, saying stuff that's just reckless, or doing things that's reckless. So
yeah, one sign that I can say that I did that was a horrible experience for me was Sagittarius.
and see, we get along so well, but that would probably be why. Like Sagittarius is my matching sign. My best friend is Sagittarius.
What's the date on the Sagittarius?
Those
No,
are
that's
right
in
before
December.
Capricorn,
Yeah.
so those start in
November 22nd
November.
through December 21st.
Can you read that one?
Sagittarius. Strengths: generous, idealistic, great sense of humor. Weaknesses, which looks like a lot. Promises more than can deliver. Very impatient. Will say anything no matter how undiplomatic. Ooh.
I find that to be a little true. I'm thinking even of my best friend, who's a female. She'll say anything, even if it's undiplomatic. But it's nice. But it's like, you probably should have kept that to yourself.
Yeah, so I haven't had really good experiences with a lot of Sagittarius. I try to avoid.
I wonder why. I'm starting to, because Sagittarius tend to be very logical as well. Like they come from the brain, from the mind, and I know you do too. So then that makes me wonder: is it more of a clash of the titans? Because both people are very strong personalities, but very, very headstrong, but also very logical and tend to be very intelligent. And I wonder if it's this because nobody's really given. Because it's like, I'm the main guy. No, I'm the... And
that could be some of what it is. My experience with them, I found them to be liars. And bad liars at that. And I can't stand a bad liar. If you're going to lie, at least be good at it.
Don't we know bad Sagittarius?
no, he's a Capricorn actually.
What?
You so bad. This is crazy. Talking about somebody we've both known for over 20 years at this point. You even way longer. Yes, Capricorn, absolutely. I know for a fact. Because we dated, and I do know the birth dates of the people I date.
And it was okay. And we were acquaintances for a real long time.
Besties, actually. Don't even try to downplay it. Like childhood besties. You're in the wrong sign.
Oh yeah.
That's why you get along.
Oh yeah.
But that's why you get along with her. It's kindred spirits.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
29, right?
Huh?
29.
I kind of forgot the date, but it is around that.
Oh yeah. That's probably why.
They have some commonalities.
So I replaced her with the
2.0.
Oh God. Well, we're gonna have to shore up that contract. I learned a lesson.
It's a coincidence.
This is why it's important to know birthdays of important people in your life. You see how it all correlates?
The date just clicked to me. But Gil looked like he was gonna say something like you had some experiences with some Pisces that you want to reminisce on.
Was this the married guy? No.
That's also another video.
Right.
For Mitches.
Card ahead.
Size wise.
I'm putting the card, just click on it above. It'll take you right to that video. I've learned how to do all that.
What does Leo say?
Leo. Oh, we know those off the top of our head. We know two of them, three of them. J.
Okay.
And BW.
BW.
Okay.
And the bodybuilder.
Okay, let's look at
that gives you a wide spectrum, but it gives you a
I
wide
went to another
spectrum.
person. Like we got a couple bodybuilders in the family now.
Yeah, true, right.
So I went to the old
Yeah.
one first, and then to where I need to be.
Okay.
They say Gemini is supposed to be compatible with Leo is one of them, but I've never really met any Leos that I've had that kind of connection with.
J? She? Oh. But I mean, that you've dated, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the Leo is, the strengths are creative, passionate, generous, warm-hearted, cheerful, humorous. Weakness, arrogant, stubborn, self-centered, lazy, and flexible.
All but lazy.
All but lazy.
Inflexible.
Yeah, that's an inflexible, right?
Yeah, you did say that.
Not lazy at all.
No.
I mean, so not lazy to the point
Like the
where I'm
opposite,
like,
totally, yeah.
Yeah.
how do you do it?
That one.
But maybe lazy in other ways. So I would have to like kind of think
In the
this
bed?
in possibly. Like
Okay,
in some.
at this point, we ended our best friendship. Because I said in the bedroom. Right? In the bedroom.
Like I would really want to analyze this
that called?
and look even in relationships and say like, are you lazy in this way in your relationships? Like it's probably something that's not surface, and that's why we're saying no to it. Because I would agree no, but then I'm like, wait a minute, if I think deeper, there's some areas. It's got it, yeah.
Okay.
But I'm not trying to get in trouble.
Right.
So I'll leave it there.
Right. What were you going to say, Gil?
Aquarius is another one.
So the Aquarius, okay.
Yeah.
Progressive, original, independent, humanitarian, weaknesses, runs from emotional expression, temperamental, uncompromising, aloof.
So, you have an experience with an Aquarius?
Because you ready.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm real ready.
Dang.
I do. Runs from emotional expression. That I really didn't see in the Aquarius that I'm acquainted with. And uncompromising, I really didn't see. Aloof and temperamental, I saw. The strengths, progressive, original, definitely independent, and definitely humanitarian.
Okay.
Yeah. Interesting.
So my example with Aquarius is like, this is dead on, and that would be, I was trying to think of a good code name, but you know him?
Okay.
Oh, yes.
So like when I look at the runs from emotional expression, temperamental, we hadn't gotten that far. Uncompromising, aloof for sure. So mainly, definitely the runs from emotional expression, because we like have been communicating a little bit more now, like kind of coming around. But it's like it's an emotional. It's kind of like a protective thing going on, where I think something was happening, and then the instinct was to run from it.
Oh,
Yeah, you know, how people sometimes just get scared, like maybe this is possibly it or just whatever, like whatever's going on. But definitely was independent, extremely independent, a humanitarian, like really cares about people and animals and all of that, the world, and all family, progressive thinker, absolutely. Like I rarely find people that in dating situations where I'm having a conversation with them and I feel like they're able to school me in a way, or like work with my brain, you know, because I'm high strung and all of that. So to have somebody who kind of can talk to me in a way, and not like aggressive at all, but just the way that they speak and their perspective on things makes me like come down and just be like a student. Like that is a way to look at it, you know.
So you've heard today some of the characteristics of the signs of the four Mitches. You've also heard about some of our experiences with our exes, people we've dated, ourselves, and just how we view the signs.
Other friends.
Other friends, too, right. So we were able to...
Some we were afraid to really talk about because we're trying to keep our friends.
Yes. So again, you've heard us talk about the zodiac signs. Don't forget to let us know what your experiences are with the zodiacs. What's your zodiac sign?
Aries Nation, comment below.
What's the favorite one? What's your favorite sign? And what do you pair with? Which sign do you pair with best, right? So again, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining us today on Mitch Talk. And as always, don't forget to share,
like,
comment,
subscribe,
and click the notification bell. Until next time.
It's fucking silent outro. Y'all gonna come up with something.
We gotta come up with something. So we've got Aries, that's what we found. Brave, direct, fearless, independent, deep, sense of justice, natural leader, negative, aggressive, self-centered, pushy, inconsistent, bad temper, selfish. That's about right.
What are you reading?
It's an Aries zodiac sign.
You're on the wrong site.
Oh, you got a site
Nah,
out there.
just-
Gemini. Gil, positive, intelligent, adaptable, agile, communicative, informative, connected, negative, talkative, exaggerating, deceptive, cunning, superficial, inconsistent. Oh, no, this you try another side.
Why you like that?
I mean, that's Gil's side. That's Gil. He's like deceptive, cunning. I mean,
He can
let's
say what he thinks about it. No,
what you,
wait a minute. Why didn't you click off of it when mine was so negative? He was like, oh yeah, that
oh
sounds
no,
about
because
right.
it spoke to
This
you.
sounds about right.
It spoke to you.
Bitchy, pushy,
Right.
arrogant. Oh yeah, that sounds like
But with Gil, I was like, no, this doesn't sound right. Okay.
hateful bitch.